I will wait until I hear it.
Exactly.
Don't worry.
So here we
Foxy's
go.
gonna be right.
I've been dating my girlfriend for about 5 months. From the beginning, I knew that she was wealthier than me because she doesn't have a roommate and has a new car. She told me she worked at a company nearby. Well, last week I met her parents, and a few days ago she told me that she's been lying to me. She's way richer than she let on. The apartment is a fake apartment. Not in the sense that she doesn't have the lease, but she doesn't live there. She pays for an entire apartment just to seem poorer than she really is. She lives in an ungodly large house, and her car isn't her normal car. She normally drives a Porsche, and she doesn't work at the company. Her dad is the CEO. She doesn't work at all. I talked to her a bit more about how her finances work, and here's basically how she explained it to me. She has more money in her accounts than I'll likely ever make in my life. But she, for the most part, just sends her credit card bills to her dad. So she basically has uncapped spendings. She went to college just for fun. There were some signs that she was lying, but I sort of ignored them. Her car seemed unused, and her apartment seemed too clean and empty to be used. But she said she was a neat freak and hires a cleaning service, so I just took her at her word. She says during the day that she just does basically whatever she wants. Sometimes she'll play video games all day, sometimes she'll go out with friends. Sometimes she'll just take a day trip just wherever her heart desires. I can't imagine living like that. I mean, it seems like a dream. She's literally never worked before. Not even a summer job. She's really sweet and we share a lot of interests, but I don't know if I can be with someone who literally has never had a stressor of any meaning, because she'll always have enough money to buy her way out of any situation. Plus, I have no clue how it would work in the long term. If we got married, would I still work? I'm already feeling resentful that she just does nothing during the day and I'm working. I have no clue what to do. We've been doing really well up until this point.
Okay.
I'll put it like this. Go ahead, bro.
No, let me give you Foxy's point of view on it. Foxy is more or less saying that the girl need to go find something to do, even if she goes and volunteers something, because she needs some type of she needs to find out how it feels to work. That's how you communicate with others on different situations and different types and things like that. And and I see what she's saying. I do see what she's saying, because all she really said is, we saw what happened during the pandemic when people were shut down and they couldn't communicate with others and everything else. I personally, now this is my point of view. Come on, if you ain't got to work, you ain't working. And she ain't got to work. Plus, what is it that she needs to learn when she already said she hangs out with her friends if she wants to? So she got friends. She's not conceited. She's not stuck up. She seems like she's already been through the worst of showing people how rich she is, because she has to buy stuff to look poorer than what she is.
But if she wants to know that somebody is with her, I think I see where she's coming from.
Yeah, because I have to. Most billionaires, you would not know are billionaires. They ain't driving fancy cars. They ain't wearing the latest whatever. They're not doing all that. For what? Like I told y'all about the attorney who had 2 Mercedes. One was a 1970 something beat up Mercedes where he changed the engine in it 4 times and probably up to 5 now. And that's what he used to go to meetings, go to out of town, his work vehicle. Then, of course, it's the Mercedes that was brand new, look good. That's what he do to look good. But it's like, don't try to impress people you ain't never going to see again. Everybody ignore Theus because he's trying to be funny.
I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. So hard.
So I'm going to let Anna go because Theus is going to have a thesis. Anna, go ahead. Oh, sorry. Let me add just one little caveat in.
Go ahead.
Also, dude, you had no issue with this girl whatsoever till you found out that she was mega rich. Period. You had no clue. We was getting along great. We was getting along wonderful. Now I resent her. Why? It ain't your money. She ain't got to work. You do. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Anna.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a both sides thing. I see where she's coming from. As much as yes, why do you have a problem with her now that you know she has money? She probably likes you well enough that she's opening up and maybe would share some of that lifestyle. Tell me, who wouldn't like that? Would she not feel a purpose if she didn't go and volunteer somewhere? If she didn't, I really don't know. I'm not her. She might be giving off millions, and we don't know. Theus, go ahead.
Please don't go
Please
use the
go.
mind through. One of the two.
Nah, I like this. All right. First of all, you heard it here, folks. Foxy's wrong. I agree mostly with Marlon. I'm sorry. All right, look.
Wow.
Check this out. I'm just saying, look. The whole concept of the value of work, the morality of work is bullshit. Okay, that's only what people who don't have what they want say to themselves to justify why they have to work so hard. Okay, fuck that. Okay, if I manage, whether by hook or by crook, to create a world where my children are that wealthy, I have but two jobs. One, make sure I raise them to be good people. Sounds like she's good people.
Yeah.
Two, make sure that the wealth is set up in such a way and they're educated in such a way that they can't lose it. Okay? Those are my two jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, and keep them off the dope. But the morality of work, I'm sorry, folks. I'm saying that word. Nobody else said that word. I said this word. But the morality of work is bullshit. Okay? Who is he to say, in order for me to feel better about you, why don't you go work for free somewhere? Dude, if you don't shut the hell up, you go volunteer. You know what I'm saying? When you get off your job, take your happy ass up the street and go volunteer. That's your calling. Don't call her to do your calling. And then, really, now understand my philosophy with dating. You can break up with anybody for any reason. So if his particular character or moral code or whatever he's got going on is going to create, hey, Tracy, is going to create confusion for him, and he's going to be resentful of her, and he's going to be suspicious and questioning and all that stuff, and he's going to try to overcompensate by bringing her down a notch, leave her the hell alone.
I can literally see that.
Right? Yeah. Leave her alone. Go find you another hard-working, getting it out the mud woman that y'all can go and build this thing together. And I don't mean that in a funny way. If that's what he needs to be in an effective relationship, go get that. Don't try to make her something else. Don't do that. And then the shorty, hold your coins, baby girl. Do your shit. That's what your daddy wanted for you. Go play video games all day. I don't care. Do what makes you happy, baby. I wish a motherfucker would come to me talking about you need to go to work. Bitch, you working my nerves. That's what you doing. I'm going to brunch on a Tuesday.
I'm sorry that I took a long time to get back. I just had to go to Foxy and go, Thea said you was wrong. She shoots back and says, tell me and Thea that we both lame. So, yeah. Tracy, what you think? I know you heard the story.
He is jealous of her. He's so jealous. I'm like, dude, shut up. Either marry the woman for her money or just keep it moving. Like, what are we doing here? Let me tell you something. If it's a man out there 70 years or plus years old that got money and interested in, no question. Nope, I don't got a question. I don't got
You
one.
just went well.
Yeah, I went there. But I'm just saying, just marry her for the money. Shut up, dude. Oh, she doesn't work hard. What do you do? What does whose
He
idea
works
is
hard.
doing what?
Who knows?
But see, that's the issue, Tracy. It isn't
projecting.
what does he do for a living. It's the fact that he works for a living, and he's beginning
And
to
she
resent
doesn't.
that he
Her
works.
father worked. Her father worked, so
Her
she
mother, we
didn't
don't know, but yeah.
have to work. Boy, if you don't shut up,
And like I
I'll
said,
marry her for the money. I don't know how I can say this any louder. Marry her for her money.
No,
Just-
that's horrible.
just-
That's horrible.
No,
advice.
it's
No, that's
Yeah,
horrible.
That-
advice.
that's
you marry her for
horrible.
the money. It is
Horrible
not gonna
advice.
last.
Hey, he's been dating her 5 months, so
But if
I'm
you've
just
been dating
saying-
her 5 months, then be with her for her, because that's what you like before you find out
marry
about
her
the money.
for them coins.
All right,
Don't
so
sign
anybody-
no prenup.
Men
Don't
and
do that.
women out there,
Men
men
don't
and
do
women
that.
out there, do
Don't
not
do
listen
that.
to Tracy, because here's what's going to happen when you go and you connect with somebody just because of their money. All right, here's what's going to happen.
I'm not saying connect because of the money, but if
That's
she's
what you
got
just
it,
said.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. That's
And then
just
you
an
turn around and say,
attitude.
hey, if you 70 and got money, holla at me. So I'm just saying, don't.
That's what
listen to
I'm looking
Tracy.
for. That's what
So
I'm looking
Here's
for.
what's going to happen. Because if I can pay for you, then I'm only going to want you for as long as I find your value to be necessary for my investment. So I'm gonna trade you in for another model, and I'm show enough doing a prenup. You ain't getting nothing out of me. I paid for the booty and the duty. When we done, you take your booty and your duty on.
I'm saying,
and I go on this ring.
dude should marry her. Get her married now. Don't sign a prenup. What is he talking about? I know it. Did it ever occur to him that she wants somebody who likes her for herself? Did he never think of that? It just never crossed his mind? Goddamn break. He is so jealous of her.
But that's the deal, though.
He is
They
jealous
had
of
no
her.
problems connecting before, and he feels like she lied, and
But he's
that
entitled
is
to
his
feel
problem.
that way.
Okay, so she had
He is
told him.
entitled to feel that way.
This
Mhm.
whole thing,
His opinion is
thing,
stupid.
This whole issue is based on resentment. This whole thing is based off of you had no issue with this girl whatsoever. You even said during it, we have a lot of things in common. So if you had a lot of things in common, for her being mega rich and you not being mega rich, now all of a sudden you resent her because you got to go to work and she get to go and walk around and play video games all day and play around with her friends or go.
Hey,
on
she can play video games,
that's
go
not
to
even what
brunch,
it
go on
is.
shopping trips.
This is
That's
what it
her
is.
life.
This is what it is. It's all projection. This is what it is. It doesn't matter that she gets to play and do all these wonderful things that the money.
It's not, Mickey.
His issue is that if they do progress, who is he to her? Because he is fixated on the money, right? So in his mind and in his little stupid ass ego, he can't measure up to that because in his worldview, he's supposed to take care of his woman. So he now knows he has a woman whose father takes care of her and got access to money that ain't nothing he can do financially. But what the dumbest part of this is, just take that math and say to yourself, dude, damn, so she got all that and she still chose my crumb bum ass?
Yeah, that's what I'm like, dude. He should be like, yup.
Think about the things you could do together. If you really
can live off
Don't
of
even
her
think about
money.
what you do together. Forget the money. You wanted her because you thought she was a normal person. Now, once you get with her like that, you can't pretend she's a normal person because her ass ain't normal. You dating a Kardashian, all right? But it's still the same person.
This is, you know what this is, Marlon? This is the subplot to Coming to America.
It is part of it.
This is exactly what happened.
Oh, that literally is the plot.
I'm like, this is.
I'm coming to
Yeah, it was because she thought he was regular, and then when she found out he was a prince, she's gonna run away.
He even told Cindy,
you're right.
not
Right with
tell
that
her.
part.
And remember, he even got mad because Simeon was like, I don't want to live like this. And he made the apartment with a jacuzzi and everything.
Yeah.
And he went off literally saying, I remember this line. He literally says, if I lose her because of you, I will never forgive you. So he already had in his mind that, what was her name?
I
Lisa.
don't know.
Lisa.
Oh, I
He
done watched
already
this
had in
movie
mind
way
that
too many
Lisa
times.
liked him for him. Now, at the end of the movie, she told the truth. He's like, I didn't know you was this rich or this popular or whatever. And he said, I will give all this up if you want to. And she said,
Nah.
Not only that, but they, if not for the fact that he's a prince and went off to Africa and they're so filthy rich, she would have left him anyway in a few years because he was a rebound dude. Boom.
Daryl was an abusive piece of garbage.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Eddie's character, whatever the hell his name was,
Akeem.
Akeem.
Wow, I've watched this movie like a lot of times.
He was the rebound dude, right? So basically, she was with Daryl. He represented money, and he represented new money, right? That's what he represented. Yep. And she was with him, and he was neglectful and selfish and self-centered and all that stuff. But remember, she was with him, and she was almost ready to marry this cat. So then she gets Akeem, who seems like the poor, humble immigrant who ain't got nothing, but he makes me feel good about me. That's classic rebound. Soon as they got together,
she wasn't gonna marry Daryl. She was mad at him because he announced the engagement. He turned the party into an engagement. She was like,
that was about timing. That's about timing. She was still with this dude for an extended period of time. So it's still about the relationship is what I'm touching on. He was a rebound dude. She would have dumped the rebound dude. The rebound dude almost always gets dumped. But this rebound dude had the major come up. So love was able to flourish.
All right, we got to move on because I'm trying to stick to a certain time frame. I'm testing a theory out.
It's not gonna work. I've had a long day. A long day.
That means it will work then.
No, that means I'm hyped up from the discussion.
Oh.
The